I got my 10-minute feature back just in time to make this video. I hope you stick around and listen.
This is completely and utterly disgusting. Like, really disgusting. And she thinks it's a flex, and it's embarrassing. That's what's messed up about some people in our culture, like their mindsets. The programs that she's taking advantage of were put in place to help people when they need it, and she is mooching off of it and then bragging about it. It's disgusting. Rip her benefits away.
Now, the woman he's talking about has made a response to his video. I've tagged her so you can go watch the whole thing for yourself. But here's a little snippet of her explanation.
I made it with the purpose of going viral to bring traction back to my page because I do music. You dig what I'm saying? So go stream Dark Conversations.
Yes, go stream Dark Conversations. She then goes on in the video to explain that some of those things were gifts or knockoffs, and that she really does need the assistance. You know, I'm sure Jeffrey can relate to something like that. He puts out the same kind of shock value content in order to get followers onto his page. But obviously I'm not black. I'm not going to get into the conversations that you and your community have back and forth with each other. That's none of my business. But I do want to address the whole you have nice things but you're on food stamps, you're mooching off the government shit. Because government assistance isn't exclusive to only people of color. That's number one. Number two, story time. I used to work downtown in the city at a restaurant years ago. And there was a homeless man that used to hang out in that area. His name was Richard. And he was just darling. Like, I loved him so much. We kept in touch for years. And he unfortunately passed away due to COVID back in 2020. Now, Richard had a job. Richard worked for the restaurant. At nights, he would come in and he would clean up the restaurant overnight for the next day. Obviously, he wasn't paid enough money to do that, to be able to afford to live in New York City. So yes, he was homeless. Anyway, one year there was a huge blizzard coming to New York City, and we got about 2 or 3 days notice that it was going to hit. And I said to Richard, I said, listen, what are your plans? What are you doing for the snowstorm? Like, what's going on? Have you found shelter? Have you this? Have you that? And he's like, yeah, I got something set up. You know, I'm going to be fine. Don't worry about me. And I happened to look at his shoes. And his shoes were all jacked up. Like, they were fucked up. The soles weren't glued to the bottom. Like, there was holes in them. Like, they were jacked. And I said, Rich, listen, what size are you in shoes? My dad has like 15 pairs of winter boots. You know, what size are you? You might be the same size as my dad. And they were both a size 11, right? So I said, I got you. I'm going to bring you the shoes tomorrow. And these were good boots. They were practically brand new. They were expensive. You can tell they were expensive. And I brought them to Richard the next day and he said, I can't accept those. I can't. And I was like, please don't worry about it. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I brought these for you. Like, they're yours. Take them. Now is not the time to be humble. We have a fucking blizzard coming. And he said, no, it's not that. He said, I'm homeless. Okay? He goes, I ask for money on the street because I need to. And if people see that I have a pair of expensive shoes on, they're going to think I'm lying. They're going to think I'm trying to rob them. They're going to think that I'm not homeless and I'm just scamming them. I can't wear nice shoes. And I was like 16, 17 years old at the time, and that shit fucking rocked me to my core. I didn't realize how shitty people are. That because you're homeless, you're not deserving of something nice. Or in this case, if you're on food stamps or welfare, you can't have anything nice. Like, a lot of you fucking idiots forget that donation centers exist. And a lot of rich people donate a lot of nice shit to these places. So if you see someone in a supermarket who's swiping their food stamp card and just happens to have a nice bag or a nice pair of shoes or a fucking nice shirt or a nice jacket, mind your fucking business. Are there scam artists out there in the world? Absolutely. Are there people that probably lie and cheat and steal from the government and so on and so forth? Yes. But when you see a rich man driving up in a nice Lamborghini with a nice suit and a Rolex, is your first thought that he's ripping off the government? A white-collar criminal who's probably evading his taxes? No, you don't think that. You say, wow, look at that man, he must be successful. But if you see someone who's poor and doesn't have the means, paying with a food stamp, or someone who's down on their luck, paying with a benefits card, and they had the audacity to wear a nice shirt or a nice jacket or a nice bag, instead of thinking, wow, someone must have donated that to them, someone must have been kind enough to, give them something. No, your first thought is that they're sucking off the government. I don't see you, Jeffrey, stitching all these wealthy, flaunting creators on TikTok questioning how they got their shit or where their shit came from. No, it's better to, kick people while they're already down. Anyway, go stream her music. Go blow up her page. Girl, I wish you all the fucking success in the world. As for Jeffrey, bye.